thanks to Ray Gordy.
Gordy, that patented intensity, so familiar in his father, and it's channeled over to him, even if their wrestling styles are completely different. Gordy's done a good job in the ring of distancing himself from his father's shadow, but then he can't have his cake and eat it too. If he wants to be known as the second-generation superstar, then he's got to come out here and earn it.
That's true, and earning your spot at NWA Wildside, earning that respect at NWA Wildside is not something that takes 6 months, it takes a good deal longer. We got a dressing room full of them who know just that.
Definitely. Gordy going to work on P. I'm not so sure I like the new attitude, and I'll say that as a friend of Ray Gordy, but I really don't. I've known him for many years, his father as well. Back elbow. Snapmare takeover. Boot to the back of Brandon P.
Not only on the first one carried much steam, but that second one certainly did. And the third one also did some damage to Brandon P. Gordy on top of P. Pin attempt, only 2.
Ray Gordy jockeying for his position, and Brandon P. as well on Freedom Fight 2004. As we near Saturday night, July 3rd, it's going to take place. Very likely to see both of these men on the card somewhere.
Oh, undoubtedly. Perhaps something can get resolved here tonight, but I wouldn't put any big money on that. Looking forward to your main event here this evening as Onyx, the Wildside heavyweight champion, puts it on the line against the World TV champion, the role model Jason Cross. That and, of course, Alabama attitude involving tag team action. Oh, so much more this week here on Wildside.
Ray Gordy has Brandon P. He hooks him, snaps, suplex, and a roll through. Gordy locks on a submission. What intensity by this guy. Like dynamite in a box.
Ray Gordy hoping that Brandon P is going to be submitting here, but P, as we see, is beginning to fight out of this predicament. And the predicament it is indeed, plenty of upper body strength in the person of Ray Gordy. I know we mentioned the word channeling someone else's strength. I think Ray, in fact, channels his father's strength on a regular basis.
Irish whip, drop toe hold by Gordy. Off the ropes, drives the elbow with authority.
I never saw his dad do that. A Muto-like elbow onto the back of the head. And Brandon P's a physical state. Oh, quick roll up from P. Only a 2 count. Brandon P's physical maladies over the past few months, including some major leg damage, last if I recall.
And don't forget that nagging shoulder.
Yeah.
It's been off and on, just painfully agonizing. It hopes to have that healed. I believe it is healed now.
I'm surprised that Gordy has not gone for the main targets.
Gordy going to the top. The second generation superstar taking flight here. Swanton bomb.
Gordy might have P's number. P, though, able to kick out. And kick out with a little bit of authority in that attempt there, too. Which shows you the resiliency of Brandon P. That may be slowly rising to the surface here. But Gordy cannot afford to let up on P. The split second that he does will ultimately come back and bite him on the proverbial butt. Spreading the arms of Brandon P out as far as they go, and perhaps even beyond, in hopes of a submission. Ray Gordy is hoping to get some of that respect he desperately wants here this evening. And Brandon P is there to beg to differ.
Trying to fight out, but Gordy right back on top of him, not letting off of his man. But Brandon P, last minute counter. That came out of nowhere.
Walking down the aisle is Sal Rinauro. There's not an episode of NWA Wilds that can go by
surely
without this head case making his way down to the apron.
Surely Ray Gordy is smarter than to have aligned himself with this individual once again. We know Brandon P has been at odds with junior champion Fast Eddie on a couple of occasions. So maybe that's why Rinauro's out here, as he is the the charge, the manager of Fast Eddie, the personal advisor, so to speak. Exploder suplex by Pete.
And P has told the matchmakers on NWA Wildside he's definitely interested in Wildside Junior Heavyweight Gold.
And drop down to 217 pounds to get right within the weight limit.
Boy, P just opening up a can of the proverbial you-know-what. And Brandon P goes charging into a forearm.
Head and arm suplex by Brandon P. Nicely executed.
Yes, without a doubt, Sal Rinauro out here to scope out Brandon P, feeling that perhaps Brandon P, is the next person put him up. Yep, that's for sure. Rinauro tripping up P.
There's a tiger driver, and Gordy sends it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Ray Gordy.